Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please do not stray from.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Those big empty windows. Feels like the building's watching me. Oh, lock and goose. Keep your guard up. I take it back. Ain't nothing here but memories. So empty.
Is that you, Lucky? So who the devil are you? You don't say. Well, do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon. To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. Now, what brings you to my house, gorgeous? A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles. But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now? I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. Settling. How?
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home?
You're awful quick to trust a bunch of strangers that broke into your home.
I'm looking for someone rougher. The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that? Of course. Allow me. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose. It was Kate.
It must have been real hard on you.
Mother's name has since been dragged. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. All... Speak... Mother... This... It isn't as bad as you make it sound, but... Mother... I break back into high... I'm trying to do something. Thank you. When you eat... It's sure to be 100% with that app. Still...
More bravado than talent, huh?
But... There's a little...
Ought to stop in and taste the local...
Oh!
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to between your payment and... The cash? No one's ever done this before. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels. Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but... A word of advice before you go, Captain. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility.
Mysterious heiress.
Salvage rights and a paycheck?
This unit expresses hyperspace.
What? Yeah, so I was cozy liking.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon. Wow. Look at those stars. Don't it make you feel small in the best way?
If you have not been authorized,
I got supplies if you need. You looking for supplies, stranger? Doc. You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten. All right, you know you better than I do. Just be sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine. Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. Something to do with that scrap Project Gorgon from years back. Thanks for turning it off, by the way. I'd have lost my mind if the damn thing had gone on much longer. We tried. Couldn't persuade the control term. No one round here is particularly mechanically inclined. I know, because even von Hoffman couldn't. Only the meanest marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles. No, you don't get it. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
Yeah, except Marauders will go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
You ain't listening to me, huh? Well, I warned you. If you run off and get exploded to death by a madman with a rocket launcher now, that's on you. Sure, okay. He's got a rocket launcher. I don't know. Hard to guess how many he's killed, given the explosions tend to... I'm joking. No one bothers
I'm starting to wonder if there ain't a person on this rock entirely out of their minds.
Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter. Yeah. The Marauder camp way out to the east. And I sure hope you're asking so you can keep a safe distance away. Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down from... Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk? That...
Come here. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation. Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on down. Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better. First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty. This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong. Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
That's us.
Well, I hope you look the other way just this once.
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt. This is a sublight bar. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again. Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects. Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar. If you're heading downstairs,
Oh, ugh. This place smells like Felix's burp.
Been an age since I had a good trip of kale. Hope they've got it on tap.
You're a humbug, Trixie, and worse, a thief.
I can't steal what's lawful.
That was my salvage, Trixie. You had no right to it then, and you've no right to it
I risked my life sneaking.
now. You've done it. Eat.
All right, that's enough. This is a family establishment. You want to make a mess? You make it outside.
But this was personal, Lex. It's a question of salvage. That wreck was gonna make me a fortune. Hey, didn't I warn you about sticking your nose where it doesn't belong?
Ah, it's the same fight every day. 5 years we've been at this, and we still can't agree on how to properly tag salvage. Now you two listen, this is my place. While you're in the Sprat Shack, you'll sit quietly, or I'll forbid you to come here at all. Is that understood?
Here, here. Bars are for drinking. The poor decisions that result are better left outside.
Fair's fair.
Ah, it's no good to leave a fight unresolved. If I don't... You'd do that for me? Nothing's free on Gorgon. You're clever to have that figured out. Freddy, Trixie, go on and make your case to the generous stranger.
I'll start, seeing as I'm the one who's been most wronged in this equation. Oh, very formal. Freddy the Scab, freelancer for sublight salvage and shipping, same as my father before me.
Junkyard Trixie, also a salvage freelancer, though I've been at it longer than Freddy.
So, just up the road and due east of here, there's a shipwreck lodged in the mountainside, right? I staked my claim on that wreck. Then I wandered in for a drink. An hour later, Trixie swaggers in bragging about her salvage. Ugh, the nerve of some people. I climbed on top of it and called out in my loudest voice, "Finders keepers!"
I don't know about legal, but it's legit by sublight standards. Assuming anyone was around to hear it, which we can't know for sure.
Someone must have heard me. They just ain't brave enough to step forward and admit it. What if I were to sweeten the deal? Say the salvage is mine, and I'll give you a share of the finder's fee.
Bullshit. That ain't fair. When I found the shipwreck, there were no salvage mark. See, the whole area was teeming with bloodthirsty marauders. So I snuck around and added my tag, clear as day so no drunken idiots could claim the salvage out from under me, Freddy.
For the record, when I heard the marauders coming, I left. Trixie must have set her mark down after me.
I kept my mouth shut during his story. He should have the courtesy to return the favor. Anyway, that's my story, ma'am. I drew X in the dirt, with my toe. Wouldn't surprise me in the least, but that doesn't mean it ain't mine.
In all my years, I've never heard a more contentious argument. You've heard it from them both, so...
That ain't no kind of fair.
She ain't even from around here, Lex.
Here's a six-pack on the house, plus your fee. Maybe now we'll finally get some peace around here for a change. A little too often, if you ask me. Come and chat if you're ever feeling thirsty.
That's my captain. Smooth talking, Cap.
Sorry about Freddy and Trixie. They like to blow off steam during work hours, but welcome to the Sprat Shack. So, you just wandered in for the genteel conversation. I assume you're here for salvage. Can't help you there. This ain't exactly a library. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. Vicious cycle. Lucky. Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road. The way he talked about the job, you just knew Lucky had hit pay dirt. Not that I was jealous. Around here, that sort of luck can be hazardous to your health. Awful shame about what happened to him. You really want to hear my story? Law, most everyone around here is sick to death of it by now. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off. Get this, the canid was chewing on an honest-to-law human arm. Lucky's arm. I'm a bartender. Attention to... Anyway, the arm was clutching a phonograph that... I did some poking around, and this Hawthorne has a reputation among... So I packaged up the arm nice and tidy and sent it care of the Halcyon parcel service. No kidding. And now you're here? Colony feels smaller than you'd think some days. I'm glad I was here to see this, confluence of events, you know? The stars really aligned on this one. And here I am, smack dab in the middle. I hate to see people. They're fair warn. Spacers. They. And the. Damn right we are. We've got drugs, scrap metal. When spacers. Of course. Roscoe might tell you more. There's always Leonora. He got left behind. He'll be up. He didn't tell me and I didn't ask. If you believe. Nice lady. She's. Now that. I don't. What her friend. You got. When space. See. If they're.
You think a Sprat could own Edgewater?
Anyway, that's what the paper. He's the beautiful. As far as. They didn't even. Yes. Again, that one was Hagen's. Thirsty people come. Name your. Pace yourself. Or.
This is the best joint in the system. Ain't that right?
Trixie's a stubborn gal, but I love her to pieces.
Are you my agent?
Sorry?
I've been sent to meet a certain someone.
Do you think the folks here like strangers? Because some of them are looking at us like...
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding? Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook. Some kind. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing stenographer to the board, and the rest writing puff pieces on the chairman's latest beard trim. Real life and death shit. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Dr. Wells ain't that old, Captain.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice, but when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said. Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter. I've never even touched a gun. But you You're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here. I've got some bits saved up. Haven't had anything to spend them on but beer. And Lex has been letting me drink for free. It's nothing extravagant, you know, journalist salary and all. Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. Oh, Georgie? Yeah, she helped me with interviews. When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship. She tried to... Oh, I've tried. I've caught it, and I'm... No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment. You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room. The final one is in human inquiry. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B. What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobserved. That's more than I've been able to hope for in years.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
What have you got there?
Won't they stick the preservative in before or after the eye comes out?
I really hope this ain't a sign of things to come.
So, how you feeling?
Good.
Someone's in here. Olaf. It's coming back up again.
In the old days, I felt like I was part of something important. Like my work made a difference. Then the bosses, in their infinite wisdom, took a good thing and rubbed their stink all over it.
You don't have to talk if this upsets you. You can just dream.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Mom would have loved this place. You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? You... My... In his final... Wait, so... Here... This... I... Drone...
You here for salvage or merchandise?
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing?
I don't want any trouble out of you.
The board? This is gonna force everyone.
Don't you worry, Mr. Lucky Spirit. We're gonna finish your work and put you to rest, good and proper.
Whatever's out here, it better be worth carrying.
Energy efficiency.
Keep an eye out, Captain. This place don't look entirely safe. They'll never see us. Easy.
Here we go! I love a good fight. Find cover! Damn it! Not you too!
Oh, this looks just like the abandoned parts of Edgewater.
Ugh. We shipping some sulfur? It'll be like I'm back home. Nice hit!
That's the last of them! lot of the equipment here is still in good shape. Wouldn't go amiss in Edgewater.
I see Monarch ain't the only pet project the board's willing to abandon.
Can't get past that armor! Got him off! Here we go!
Nice hit!
Don't mess with
Initiating ocular measurement. Measurement complete. Ocular identification complete. Access granted. Welcome to the Office of...
I ain't buying the facade. You can slap gold paint on a Spacer's Choice gun, but it's still gonna misfire twice a clip.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a dream at a time. Show your boss that you are prime, because...
They got one for Edgewater. Oh, it's just some tuna. Come on, we got a volcano too.
King skills? Spacer's Choice security folks can't hit the broadside of a mannequin.
Ready. Adrena time brings out the hero in you.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a dream at a time.
ready for anything. I hope they're passing with Swift.
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a dream of time.
Here we go! Got them!
Here we go!
Not too high! Come on and play.
We did it!
Huh?
Here we go! That armor! That got hurt!
Hit him with something else!
Sensing data.
Here we go!
Oh, wow. I think this screen's taller than my entire shop back home.
Where do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do?
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminally indigent? Oh, that's a social good, don't you agree?
I have a staff meeting to attend. Excuse me.
I got the color! Got it!
unexpected.
Incoming, Captain! No confirmed!
Terminating security search.
You could fit whole families in here.
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here. Call me the Ghost of Gorgon. This place is a graveyard. I did. And Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here.
Marauders were created?
They let them.
Damn.
Panic searching for...
mystery now. I've got a bad feeling about this, Cap. An old comms tower, huh? It's like I'm back at Hiram's place, running errands.
I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about to... Everyone all right? What was I saying? I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as it is.
Birthplace of Marauders. We ought to have left well enough alone. Now we're in it. Come hell or high water, we've got to see this through.
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrenatime. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Everyone all right?
Live here. Folks just like us, Captain. This ain't right. Folks never had a chance.
Close call. I thought I knew the OCI backwards and forwards. The Marauders got a way of finding every nook and cranny on this rock. OCI. Fancy joint. Smells like Wentworth's and leather. A real slice of Byzantium. You don't set that up unless you're planning something big. Adrena time? Sure. But something tells me there's more to the story. Got a hunch to follow up on near the old mines. I'm leaving this here, in case I gotta come back.
Wow. You ever seen bones?
It's a llama.
And I say...
Llama?
I'm telling you, this isn't the rock.
This is the spot. Llama? What?
It's a llama we're after, sir.
Llama.
They aren't...
Well, this is the only alpaca-shaped rock.
Llama.
Llama. My crew and I are in the, parcel delivery trade. Our client is waiting on a delivery of... Only problem is the damn parcel isn't where it's supposed to be. That won't be necessary. I have
Could have fooled me.
First mate?
Hey, hear me out. You and I both know... Not to mention his ego. If you backtrack and take the right-hand fork, I could have sworn I saw the rock there already. He won't... We're not... I lost a lot of friends in that crap. This isn't about... Alpacas are cowards. Never trust an alpaca. You're
Llama!
Don't... I don't even know. Captain Babbage has a lot... That's it! Oh, I can't...
First mate, what say we put this awful business behind us with a round at the Sprat Shack?
Llama?
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it.
I take offense to that. I would know if I was a hallucination.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
This facility is currently experiencing. Please speak. Error. Please speak.
I've eaten my fair share of Terrorize, but I'm still gonna come out and say it. This mission is gross.
You think this place we're headed will tell us more about Gorgon? I wonder what they got up to here.
Hey, what can I... I'll sort